Unlimited Appetizers. I'm your host, Erin.
And I'm your host, Mancha. So going into this podcast, we had like two ideas for what we wanted to do. Our first idea was that we wanted to make a podcast. Our second idea was that we had no idea what we wanted to do for a podcast. Both of these things are still true, and they will be true for forever until we're done.
Forever. Yeah, so now basically we just decided we're going to pick a few different games or like discussion topics every episode that like don't necessarily have anything to do with each other, and we're going to hope that some of them end up being funny.
Hope is the big word there. We're pretend that this is like a stream of like endless appetizers for a meal that's taking 10 years to arrive. Yeah. Erin, how was your week?
How's my week?
How's your week? How was your half week? It's Wednesday.
Oh, it's Wednesday. Yeah, I've had a crazy couple of weeks. So yeah, like backstory for this, we recorded a test episode like weeks ago, and we were like, okay, cool, we're gonna record it next week. And then my life just got like insane. And like you were kind of busy too, but like I know my shit was.
I was
insane,
busy,
but...
right?
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, it's been like a month.
Yeah, I was looking at that today. I was like, oh, I think it's been like a month. Oops.
Yeah, well, we had this planned for like a month, and then we never got around to it. So
yeah, I had
really good start for this.
Yeah, we're doing great. Well, I had a couple work trips where I had to like go out of town, and then like my mom came to visit, and that just like, disrupts whatever the hell I'm doing over here. And I've just been busy. I went to an amusement park last weekend, and I was like gone all weekend. So yeah, that's what's going on with me. How about you?
I also had like a work trip that I did, so I was out for a bit. Also because I teach, right? It's been the like near the like a grading period, so when I get near a grading period, I don't do anything. I put off everything, and I don't grade either, so nothing gets done. That's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that.
I'm not like joking. Like I procrastinate. And then I don't do the grading either, and I still have all that grading to do.
You'd be surprised, like, doing this is, like, fun, and I procrastinated on it until, like, 3 hours ago, and I had, like, a month.
What was it? I did mine at, like, noon, like, right before I was making lunch, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I should prepare for the thing that we prepared for a month ago.
Yeah. I got all you can eat sushi right before this, and this is like all I talked about the whole time. Cool.
I did once. I've done all you can eat sushi once, but I'm picky, so it's hard.
Yeah. No,
I like the concept of sushi, but I have trouble with vegetables, so I don't like going out for it a ton. Also, we have no sushi places here in Ohio. There's nothing.
Man. I have like a million where I live. I have a million of like everything. When I was looking for doctors here, like all of my doctors are within like a 2-minute drive of me. It's weird. And there were like multiple to choose from. Like there's just like so much stuff here. Also last night I saw the Sonic movie, the second Sonic movie.
I heard it was a lot better than the first one. I haven't seen
either. It was so good. I was like very surprised how good it was.
I really want to see it. I love that the reviews of it were the animal characters were like there was too much screen time for them. That means it's good. That's what we wanted, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to see. I don't even who is the co-star.
I don't know his name, but he's like a cop.
I don't care. I don't know his name. I don't care.
Yeah. He's not very prominent in this at all. I saw the first one. I really like the first one too. But yeah, he's like barely in this one. It's mostly like the animal people and like.
I don't want to see a buddy cop movie. I want to see Sonic being Sonic the Hedgehog.
Well, also that's like what the first one was. So like they kind of already like did that.
My point is like that premise for the first one was kind of doofy.
Yeah. No, totally. This one felt way closer. I saw a lot of people saying it was like a really really good video game adaptation. Like there's scenes where you're like, I could see this being a Sonic level. I liked it.
Yeah. The issue's the bar's so low for video game adaptations, though. I Detective Pikachu was good. I think that's it. I can't think of any other like good video game adaptations.
Yeah. No, there's.
I don't know how Uncharted was. Is that out? I feel like Uncharted came out. I think my brother said he wanted to see it.
I think it came out. I didn't see it because I didn't play the games.
I don't care.
It's Tom Holland, right? I like
Tom
him.
Holland shouldn't be Nathan Drake, but that's...
Yeah, I have no strong opinion on because I didn't play the game. I just like him, but I saw a lot of people complain about that.
I haven't. I don't care about Uncharted.
When we get this Mario movie, the like Chris Pratt Mario movie, dude, I'm so excited.
That's one I'm gonna
not
go see
for Chris
sure.
Pratt. I should.
Oh
I should
no,
specify.
for
I'm excited for everything else, but
you're excited for Seth Rogen, Erin.
It's Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong. This is like all I need in life.
I'm excited, and I'm excited for Charlie Day. So
of course, I also love him. Yeah. He's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I love Charlie Day. Like that's all I needed.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was in a voice call watching the Nintendo Direct with people for that one specifically. So there was like stunned silence for a moment, then everyone starts cheering as we hear every other voice cast after Chris Pratt.
Do you know where I was? I was in a casino in Las Vegas. And the group the group chat started blowing up, and I'm with my brothers, and they were like doing some like gambling thing. I don't really gamble, so I was just kind of like standing there, and I just started being like, "Guys, there's a Mario movie, Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong," and I'm like saying all this stuff, and my brothers thought I was like joking. They were like, "No, there's not," and then I like held it up, and I was like, "No, it's real."
Yeah, I remember. I remember that.
Yeah. There was some like lady dealing like digital blackjack or something, and I'm yelling about the Mario movie. But that's
the right priorities, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying that because I'm poor though, and I don't have money to gamble.
I have money, but I would like to keep it. You know.
Yeah, I say this like I don't. I say this like I don't sometimes put money down for gems on Pokemon Masters, but that was like twice.
It was like only a couple times.
I have not spent ridiculous amounts of money on banners.
Like some people we know who will go unnamed.
I've spent maybe $7, and it wasn't worth it because I got really bad rolls, so I'm not gonna do it again.
I've never spent it on just like buying the currency for a game. I've only spent it if there's like a thing where you're guaranteed like an outfit or something for a game if you put the money down. So I'll only do it if I'm like actually buying something. But like, you can fall into that.
I've been doing that with other games. I'm totally happy to put money down. Like if you for sure get the thing that you want, like it's skin or whatever. I do that every once in a while with like YouTube money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So
do we want to?
No, I want to talk about what happened this week to me.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to.
Right. Okay. No. Because I locked myself out of my car one day.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! I remember when you were texting.
Right? I want to talk about this, because I'm so angry at myself and like only myself because this is so dumb how it happened. I'm really lucky that like where I was, I didn't get like screwed over, and I got it fixed. I have my car back. It's outside. So I went shopping. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I had 2 places to go shopping. I was going to go shopping, and then I was going to go to the chiropractor and get orthotics. I didn't make it to the chiropractor.
Okay.
So I'd need to schedule an appointment.
Need to go
back. So we have in Ohio we have Bueller's, which if you're from upstate New York, you know Wegmans. Like
yes.
Bueller's is the same thing. It's the same like bougie type.
It's
like
the same thing.
Sort of expensive store. And like ours also has like our state liquor store. It's like in it.
Yeah.
So I had to go there to pick up like some other stuff, and I wanted to get like just some more like vodka or whatever. And so I get all my stuff. I find like the Monster flavor that I've been looking for like 2 months now because I can't find these anywhere.
Yeah.
Which are the Ultra Rosa ones. I'm saying this and I'm showing it. Ultra Rosa. Monster Energy, sponsor this and send me more, please. You don't have to send me money. I'll take more of these only.
Dude, I made a whole Monster costume and nothing. Don't even talk to me about Monster.
I'm gonna put it on screen right now.
Yeah.
It's right. I don't know which way. I think it's there.
It's one of those.
I think it's there.
Okay.
We'll find out. I
Cool.
Pointed somewhere.
All right.
Anyway, so I carry all my stuff out. I have a ton of stuff in my hands because I don't want to take the cart out because I parked pretty far away because I don't mind walking in the rain.
Yeah.
But I get out to the car, I open the trunk and like throw all my stuff in and close it. And I think what happened when I did that is I dropped my keys in my trunk. So because they're like, because when it got opened up, it was like right on the inside, like right near the lip. So I think they had to have fallen out of my trunk because I didn't like just place them on the inside or whatever.
Right,
I don't do that. So I'd lock the trunk and then like, it's like, no, I don't lock the trunk because I just opened the trunk. I hadn't unlocked my car. I go to get in. I'm holding 2 things of egg dye under my arm because I picked them up from my mom.
Egg dye? Like
the cardboard boxes that are full of like the, I don't know how to pronounce the brand, the Pass egg dye or whatever. Yeah, like Easter egg
for dyeing Easter eggs. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, because my mom wasn't going to go to the store this week, so I was going to pick some up for her. So I'm holding like 2 cardboard this weekend, Erin.
Uh-oh. I asked all my friends if they want to do an Easter egg hunt in my apartment, and I'm not prepared for that, but I didn't know Easter was that soon. Anyway, continue.
You gotta hurry up. You gotta get those eggs. So I'm like, I've got like the egg stuff under my arms. So I'm like squishing them and they're getting wet because of the rain and it starts to rain harder. I look around on the ground like twice for my keys. I can't find them. I have to go back. And then I make like a bunch of calls. I call my mom. My dad's in class, so I can't call him because he teaches. I call a locksmith first, and then I call my insurance, and they're like, "Oh, we'll cover this. We'll set up a thing for you if you want." I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm gonna need to call back that other place. And then I call the locksmith back. They didn't have me in the system. I don't know what happened. They didn't actually put me in the system.
Oh.
So I'm glad I called insurance because I don't think anyone else was gonna come for me. And so I wait for like an hour and a half. Like, luckily, like. In the Bueller's, like, I get a coffee. Luckily, again, I only had a little bit of my groceries left with me.
Yeah.
And then the guy has to come from out of town, so he drives like 25 minutes from like the bigger town next to us to our smaller town. Gets out of the truck, like, and I walk up to him, and it's still raining, and he pops it open in like 2 minutes. And my mom was like, "Oh, it's gonna take like forever." He like took a thing, jacked the car door open like with an air jack, and then stuck a like a wire in and flipped the switch, and it opened my car. It was incredibly easy, and now I'm very scared because if it's that easy
someone could just like
get in a car,
people can break into cars and stuff.
If you know how to do that, I'm sure you know how to like hijack it too. So great, it's just been that easy this whole time. That's it. That's my dumb story.
No, I love that. I'm glad that it happened to you on Monday because I remember you had asked if you were going to do it that day or if you should do it today. And I was like, oh, that's podcast day. And if that had happened to you today, then there would be no podcast today.
And I'd be in we'd probably have podcasts because I still like got home at like 4.
You would have just been rained on and covered in Easter egg dye and like mad.
I'd be mad is the big thing.
Yeah.
So, because like I was just so upset. I had to go home and just like do nothing. I think I made a pizza and a drink. That's what I did.
That's good. Well, I'm glad you got into your car. Want to do first segment?
Sorry, the squirrels are at my window again. Yes, I want to do the first
segment.
The
squirrels are at the window.
That's not like a bit. The squirrels crawl on my air conditioning unit. It's the worst. Really, it's terrifying.
Oh my god.
It sounds like someone's scratching at my window.
I just realized, can you hear my air conditioner? Because I didn't turn it on.
No, I cannot.
Okay, swag. Awesome. All right, well, for our first segment, trying to stick with the theming of the podcast, it's Unlimited Appetizers. Yeah, not every time. We're gonna just talk about like stories about like eating at restaurants or like restaurant like etiquette things they have going on. Just kind of talk about that.
I'm gonna talk about social anxiety at restaurants.
That's
talk about.
Yeah,
that's really what this. That's really what this is.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have anything to jump on first. I have thoughts.
Nothing. I was just at a sushi restaurant before this, and I was thinking about this because I was like, oh, okay. I wonder, like, I don't know, do I have any interesting restaurant stories? But this sushi place, if you don't eat it all, like all you can eat, like usually it's like you eat most of it, and then they won't charge you unless you leave like a stupid amount. But this one's like, no, we're charging you like $1 for any roll you leave on the table. So it's like super stressful every time I go there because I'm like, if I order something and I don't like it, I don't want to get charged. And today
That's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't like it. It stresses me out. And I had
I couldn't
roll.
do that.
Yeah. This one is also, the lady that, they're very nice, but the one lady seemed pretty like serious about it. So I was like, oh, I better not miss this.
I mean, I think they don't want you to like pay money that you don't want to pay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, not all places charge for like little stuff like that, but this one does. Apparently. It hasn't happened to us yet. But I had like one little piece that I couldn't eat. I was like really full, and I just like wrapped it up in a napkin and put it on a plate. But
yeah, I don't think I've been to like a. Well, I've been to. Went to Osaka, New York, in Rochester once, right? Yeah. It's so that like barely. No, I was twice. I went twice, but the first time, I don't remember why I didn't get all you can eat, and I just got like one thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember like the reasoning behind. I think I just didn't want to pay that much money because I had very little money. But the second time we went, I got like the full thing, and that's like the only time I did it.
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it. I like the concept of all you can eat because then you can try stuff and find out if you like it or not. So if there's that game where, okay, if you don't eat it, then you're screwed. Well,
yeah,
I don't want to go here anymore.
Yeah.
I'm very picky.
There's tons of all you can eat sushi places, and like I've never been that afraid of it except for at this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, I don't know what you got.
I don't know. Okay, so I remember I mentioned this, and you shared like the same opinion on it with me.
Yeah.
On like ordering like something to drink like right at the beginning, because like every time I go to a restaurant with like certain groups of friends, like especially like during college, like there were some groups of friends who like I'd know, okay, they're gonna get like whatever they want, but there are a couple groups of friends who, and I get it because like money.
Yeah.
But like no, they're gonna get water. I don't always want water. I don't like restaurant water. I don't like ice water, and I don't like asking for no ice because it makes me feel like I'm a burden. And I get that they're there to serve me, and that's like the whole thing. Yeah. It's probably easier to get a cup of just like water without ice. That's not how my brain works. So
right.
I don't really like restaurant water unless I'm gonna have like a margarita or something.
Yeah.
So usually I want like a Diet Coke or something or whatever they have. But if everyone else is ordering the water, I don't want to be the only one ordering a Diet Coke. I can't do that.
If there's like one other person, I'll do it. But if it's a table of like 8 people and everyone before you is like, I'll have a water, then you look like
you look like a schmuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be the only one drinking a slightly more unhealthy drink. That's a wonderful look for me, the patron of this restaurant.
I've done it before too, where we sit down and I order like an alcoholic beverage, and then everyone around me gets a water, and I'm like, oh, okay, not that kind of night. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't usually I haven't gotten a lot of alcohol at restaurants.
Yeah,
I kind of only have like with my parents, and then that's when I know. I mean, they're gonna get something too. So like, I haven't been 21 in restaurants with friends very much.
Yeah,
because I turned 21 like right after I graduated college because I skipped a year. So I didn't get to like go out and like get drinks with anybody during college, which was great.
My first
such a good designated driver if I could.
My first drink with my mom after I turned 21 was an Applebee's Dollarita. Those were the first drinks we got together when I turned 21.
I went out with my parents and I got a Long Island at like this local place that's now closed because so we don't know why they closed, but my mom has a theory and it's great.
What's the theory?
Because so this is a place like we used to really like. It was called actually I'm not going to say the name of it because it's a local place. I don't want to give away my location.
Don't want people knocking down.
It was a restaurant that was part of like a golf club, though.
Okay.
So it was like a slightly more upscale place. It's where I took like my homecoming date back in high school. Because it's like it's nice enough where you don't feel weird if you're dressed up a little bit, but it's not like super duper expensive. It's still like it was like nice bar food. They had a nice bar. They had like a nice grill, and they had good enough food. My mom and my dad really loved the place. They had a bunch of really good like drinks that were just like iconic drinks or whatever. And like the one that I got, it was like it was a Blank's Redemption, the name of the restaurant, which was their it was like their version of like a top shelf Long Island iced tea.
Okay, that sounds good.
And I hadn't been in a while. My mom though would like to go. She'd like either with people or she'd get my dad to take her or whatever. And the past couple times they'd been going, like the service was getting worse and worse and worse to the point where like the waitresses and like the bartenders didn't know the house drinks.
Yeah.
So
weird.
the theory is that they ran themselves out of business because they either management went bad or something. Like
Around
we don't know
when
what
did this happen?
Like it went out of business like a month or two ago.
Yeah,
for us.
It could also be, I don't know if your place is like this, but like every place here has like a sign on the door that they like don't have low employment because of pandemic and not giving competitive wages and stuff like that.
I don't think it was that. Again, it's also the golf club, so like.
Oh yeah. So
I feel like it would be like better than, at one of the like the Mexican place downtown, which is doing well.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't during like peak pandemic that it got shut down. It was like just like a couple months ago. It was like last month. So again, my mom's been there. Like it had gotten worse and worse. Like she came back like upset because like they didn't give her like she usually had like a salmon salad and it was like awful apparently.
Yuck. Yeah, salmon's not something you want like a bad version of. Anything that's like fish, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I like seafood, but you need to be really careful with
when it's bad, it's bad.
When it's bad, it's really bad because that's like when you die.
Another restaurant thing that I have. Totally understand the environment and stuff, but I love straws. And when I don't have a straw, I'm like so sad because I have sensitive teeth. And I'll be drinking, the ice is like knocking against my teeth, and I'm like, oh, I just want a straw. And I wear lipstick too, and it's way easier with a straw.
I don't have a lipstick problem, but I have like a mustache and a beard, so it's like similar. Like I need a straw, and I know I'm gonna sound bad like when I say this. I hate paper straws so much.
I hate them, dude. They disintegrate.
I hate them so much. It's not straw's fault that like we're getting plastic pollution. There's many other reasons why. Let me drink out of my plastic straw. They're the most accessible option. And I'd like to drink my water without asking for a second paper straw.
Also, sometimes you'll be at a restaurant where you're like kind of looking at the glass and you're like, how well did they wash this? And I don't always want to like put my mouth on like the rim of it. Like I'm like, I don't know, I feel better drinking out of the straw.
I hadn't thought about that before, but now I'm gonna. So I mean,
yeah, it's happened to me a couple times where now I look at it every time. Like I had a glass today that was like kind of funky looking, but I had a straw.
It's one of the good things about like that's one of the like a few like things that you don't think about that's like good about like living in Ohio because it's like less progressive area I live in. Everyone's gonna have plastic straws.
Yeah,
but like when I like nice restaurants that like we went to like when we went to visit family in Houston would have paper straws and nobody liked that. Everyone disliked that.
Yeah, I just came from our Wegmans in like New York State. They all do paper bags now, and then I moved here and it's still plastic bags at the Wegmans. So that was kind of interesting.
Do you have a Wegmans down there?
Yeah, so so I was all worried when I was moving like more south. I was like, oh man, like I love Wegmans because I'm like from upstate New York, and that's like the joke if you're from upstate New York that you're like obsessed with Wegmans. So I was worried about it, and it turns out that like about where I am is about how far south they go. So there's one like 15 minutes down the street from me, and there's a couple other ones. But like states like more south than this don't really have them, but like Thankfully, I have them here, so that's where I shop. And all my friends who like live here, I'm like, oh, do you guys go to Wegmans? You have Wegmans here? And they're like, no, because there's like 5 other grocery chains. And I'm always like, oh, why? It's like the best. And they're like, that's a rich people store. And I'm like,
Erin is a rich people store.
I know, but like where I'm from, like I feel like people will just be like,
Erin,
oh, I'm going to Wegmans.
Erin in Rochester, it was still a rich people store, okay?
I never thought it was because everyone I knew shopped there. Maybe I
mean, I didn't. I shopped at the Aldi's where everything was much cheaper.
I guess I'm thinking like growing up and stuff, people's families and stuff shopping there. I guess I didn't really survey people we went to college with on where they were going. Also, a lot of people had like meal plans and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I had a meal plan. The one year I didn't, I went to Aldi's pretty much constantly. That's where I still shop. I like Aldi's.
Yeah. The other grocery stores they exist.
The one down here that everyone's like, ooh, is Kroger. I don't know why, because Kroger sucks. Like it's not good, but that's like the one everyone goes to is I'm gonna go to the Kroger.
Yeah,
and
we have like Food Lion. I have a Lowe's across the street that confused me because it's not the hardware store. It's like
I was gonna say.
Foods. Yeah, weird. No, I was so confused. Like everyone was like, "Oh yeah, you have Lowe's right across the street, so you can get your groceries." And I was like, they sell groceries at Lowe's, and it's like a different Lowe's. It just has like the same name.
Weird.
I hate that place. My friends have bought stuff off the shelf and brought it home, and it was expired. And I'm like, no Lowe's.
That's why you have to look at the dates, though.
I know you gotta look at the dates, but I'm just saying, like, there's other stores where that doesn't happen as often. And it's happened to them like multiple times.
I know that we've like drifted, but. I'm so good at grocery shopping in the vein of like speed. I'm so fast at grocery shopping to the point where like I've taken my sister with me before because like one time I was gonna get groceries from my apartment and then she was gonna get groceries for the house and I was gonna drive her. And like we got in like a fight like in the first like 3 minutes because I'm like, come on, like. You have a list. Just get everything on the list, and like we'll be good. And she's taking her time. I don't even know what she's doing. Like
thinking it through.
Like I get like okay, you have to find like the peppers that aren't messed up or whatever. But like she's just like wandering around.
I hate trying to grocery shop with other people there too because I feel like I'm on like a mission, and if they have a different mission, I'm like, okay, I can't stick around and talk to you. I'm just gonna have to like meet up with you later.
Yeah, I can shop well with my mom. I've gotten that down to the point where like she likes shopping with me because I'll keep her on track because I'll like prevent her. I'm good at preventing her from like taking too much time on something, whereas my sister will just get mad at me.
Yeah, but you're fast.
Anyways, I'm so
like
fast.
How fast?
What?
How fast? Like between when you get in the door to like when you're like walking out with your bags. How fast?
If it depends on how motivated to like leave I am. Hold on, I can. I sent like some texts like before and after my
You're
Aldi
gonna
trip
trace the text to get the amount
trace
of time.
The time. Give me a sec. Okay. If it gives me the timestamp on these texts. Give me the timestamp. Okay. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I got in and out in like under 15 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That was me being slow too, because I wasn't like speeding through. That also was lucky because I got a really fast. I could be a lot faster than that. Like that's not like a great thing, and that's also including like. At Aldi, you have to bag everything yourself. That doesn't count really, because like that's like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So probably it was around 10 minutes like that I was like in the aisles, and even then I probably could have gone faster. But I was taking my time because I was upset because I had just left my keys in my car at the previous store I was at. So I was trying to look for something to cheer me up.
Yeah, totally. Fair.
I got jelly beans.
What kind of jelly beans?
I got the Starburst ones. I have
those
some
are
left.
Good. Yeah,
those are okay. So Starburst jelly beans and Cadbury mini eggs are my 2 favorite candies like ever.
Really?
And they're both Easter.
And they're both Easter thing. Yeah.
it's been really hard finding both of them this year. It's messed up. Like the Starburst ones, I can only find like the red mix, which is fine. I like the color red. I built my like brands around it, but I want like the color mix.
Yeah.
And the Cadbury mini eggs have been hard to find as well.
On restaurant stuff, I think you might have said this earlier, you ice or no ice in your drink?
I'm a no ice if I remember to ask and get over the non-existent hurdle of asking the waitress.
That's so funny because I was on a first date recently and the guy ordered Mountain Dew with no ice, and I was like, that's a red flag. We like had a whole conversation about it.
I'm not gonna do it on a soda because when you do it with a soda, it's like I'm trying to get some more soda in my cup.
Yeah,
I'm trying to cheat you. No, only for water, right?
Okay.
I don't like cold water. I like slightly cold water.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely a cold
it hurts my teeth
person, but I respect it because the teeth thing. Yeah,
I want to drink like fast.
I've got a restaurant story. Well, kind of a restaurant. It's a sandwich place. Okay.
That's a restaurant.
So when we were in college, the campus had a Nathan's Soup and Salad, right? This is a chain.
Yeah.
I would go and I would get the same sandwich every time. I would get this like buffalo chicken salad sandwich on a croissant, and I loved it, and I would get it every time. And I never had any problems, except there's this like one guy, whenever I would go to the counter, I would always get the wrong sandwich back. And I was like, what is going on? And sometimes I'd catch him while he was doing it. I'd be like, hey, you're making the wrong sandwich. Like, I ordered this thing. And he'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, right. And then he would like fix it. And then other times I wouldn't see it until after, and I'd like go back, or I'd just like eat it or whatever. This would happen all the time whenever there's this one guy. And then one time I went up to the counter and there was another employee there with him, and I ordered it and he started making it. And the lady like turned to him and was like, hey, that's the wrong sandwich. Like, she ordered this. And he goes, shh, don't talk. And I was like, what? This guy's been making my sandwich wrong every time I was here on purpose. And then I was like racking my brain trying to figure out what I did. Like, I must have been like weird when I ordered one time or something. He just like didn't like me. But yeah, no, some dude had it like out for me and was making the wrong sandwich on purpose and playing dumb when I asked him about it.
I get it because I worked at like the other sandwich shop that was in like the comp sci building. Yeah, the comp sci building. And I never did that, but there were definitely customers who I remembered who I didn't like, and it was because of their orders. And so like I'm saying. Yeah. I understand it, but I don't know what you would have done because it was never like the way people act.
I'm like so nice to people when I'm ordering, and I like don't want to be like rude to like customer service people ever because like I know what that feels like. So I'm like, what did I do? Like I must have just been like kind of cranky or something one morning. I have no idea, but that guy like had it out for me.
Like to be fair, like the one customer that I remember, the only reason that I didn't like them is because they ordered 2 pizzas every time they came in, and it was just annoying. Like the personal pizzas were annoying, and he also came in like right at the end of the day, so it's like I'm looking at the clock. I'm like, okay, it's almost 8:15. I'm ready to finish packing up because we got really good at closing and just doing it as fast as possible, just so we could get out and closing well. And he'd come in at like 8 or like 8:05 and be like, hey, can I get these pizzas? And I'm like, yeah, and can you also like double toast them? I'm like, you're already pressing your luck ordering 2 pizzas, my dude.
No, I was
now
getting
you
something
want me to
like
toast them twice.
The yeah,
I get that it's not that hard, and I don't have very many other customers, but it's still annoying.
It's always annoying. I never when people make you do stuff at the end of the day.
I never like did anything. I was never mean to the guy or anything. I want to be perfectly clear. I was very nice and always did my job correctly. But I don't know. I really was always annoying.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did. I walked in, I ordered a thing that's like on the sign. I didn't make any substitutions or anything. And I was always there at like a normal time when it wasn't even like super busy. So I don't know what I did, but yeah. No, I know. I've been getting a lot of Chipotle recently, and I've been realizing, apparently this is a thing I didn't know. If you go to Chipotle in the last like hour, and you can order on like the app and then like pick it up.
Yeah.
If you order chips, they're just like not gonna have chips that late in the day. They like don't have them. And sometimes,
me.
Yeah, sometimes it'll show up in the app like, hey, we don't have chips, and they'll be like grayed out, and I'm like, oh, okay. But then like sometimes I'll order it and then I'll go to pick it up and then they'll just be like, we don't have any chips. And I'm like, oh, what do I do? And then they're like, here's the corporate phone number. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
So you pay for them.
Yeah, I pay like $4 for them, and I'm like, oh, yeah, because you order like ahead through the app, and normally it like grays it out if they don't have them. But last time, I didn't call the number because I was like, I'm gonna be on this line for like 20 minutes. I don't want to bother with this for like $4. But there was like a little thing in the app where you could be like, how do we do? And I wrote like, I'm mad because I paid $4 and didn't get my chips. And then I got like a little email thing from Chipotle that they refunded it, and they were like, here you go. And I was like, oh, cool. I didn't even have to call.
I sent like a Karen email to Bob Evans once because I couldn't use. It's okay because I couldn't use. I got a gift card as like a Christmas gift, right? And that's great. I love their like. I don't like a lot of soup. They have like a really really good like potato like cheese soup. So I usually get that. I wanted to order online so I didn't have to call anybody. And you can't use the gift card online, and that's it. So I'm just like, well, I guess I'm just not gonna get Bob Evans today, but I am gonna write an upset email at them, being like, "Hey, this is kind of bad accessibility or whatever. I want to use my like you're losing money. I want to spend my Bob Evans cash." It was.
Did they reply?
Yeah, I don't remember.
What did they give you? Or they say
they didn't give me anything. They were just like, we're working on it. Sorry, you can call. And I'm like,
dude, my mom wrote a letter like that like way back in the day. I think this is like pre-me. I'm not sure though. Or like when I was like really young. Apparently she wrote a letter to like Chex Mix because she was like, there's too many pretzels in the Chex Mix and there's not enough of the other stuff. And they like sent her a bunch of bags of Chex Mix and like coupons and stuff.
That's great. I'm gonna angry write Chex Mix because I love them and I want more Chex Mix.
Yeah, my mom really loves it. I guess she was just like fed up.
It's like my favorite snack food.
All right.
Okay.
I think
I have more to talk about, but I figure we should like save that for another time and go to my segment. Or our segment that I'm host, whatever we want to call it.
I'm very excited for the segment. I'm having killer heartburn. Can I grab Tums like real quick?
Yeah, the camera. I'm ready to watch the camera follow you.
I have a camera that does like AI tracking, and I always have to like trick it into not following me. But sometimes I forget, so we're gonna see what happens. But we try and make sure it doesn't follow me.
We might cut it out.
Stay.
So it's just me by myself right now. Oh, that's it. I don't.
Okay, I did it. It worked.
I was gonna do like a speech, while like by myself, and you were gone. Like way too short
I was only gone for like 2 seconds.
I was gonna tell people to
subscribe to Uberosity.
Subscribe to Uberosity.
I knew that was coming. I was like, how far can we get in this episode and not talk about Uberosity? Apparently,
I didn't want to talk about it with you. I just wanted to like slide it in. Okay, we're gonna move on. I don't want to talk about Uberosity. So. Our next segment is okay, easy game. Everybody knows acronym for the game is FMK, but this is a family-friendly show only. Yeah, so we are going to play Friend, Marry, Kill, and just I'm hoping that YouTube doesn't worry about the K word.
Yeah, I hope not. Just don't put it in the title.
We're gonna go with it. We're gonna go with it. So again, just setting up the rules, we each prepared lists of 3 characters, and we each have to decide whether we'd like to be friends with this person, like, besties, I'm going to go see a movie with them, whether we'd like to marry them, have a good, be in a good Christian marriage with them, or whether we'd like to, see them gone from our lives. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'll go ahead and start.
Okay. I'm ready.
And I'll start with one of like my normal ones. They're all weird, okay? Mm-hmm. Okay, Pokemon, right?
Yes.
Okay. FMK, Friend, Marry, Kill, Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise.
Ooh,
easy.
Marry Charizard. I don't like how fast I answered that. I like Charizard. Charizard is my favorite. Marry Charizard, Friend Blastoise, Kill Venusaur. Sorry.
Venusaur's my favorite. I think I marry Venusaur.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Charizard's gonna burn my house down. I don't want Charizard. I don't want to marry Charizard. I think
it'll be fun.
I think I kill Charizard so that Venusaur.
We have complete opposite things.
And then I'm friends with Blastoise.
Yeah.
It's good.
Blastoise just a cool guy. We're both cool with him.
Blastoise just a cool guy. Squirtle had those glasses.
I do love that. I love the Squirtles with the freaking like common glasses.
Okay, so your turn.
All right. That one's too weird to start with. Actually, they're all weird. Oh man,
this bodes well.
They're all bad.
Really well.
All right. How about we do Freddy Fazbear, Big Chungus, and Dream Minecraft.
Oh, okay. Since this is a real person, I'm gonna say two things. I would like to marry Freddy Fazbear, and I would like to be friends with Big Chungus.
But we don't want to encourage violence.
I do not encourage violence. I would hit Dream with a diamond sword in Minecraft. How's that?
That's
in a video game.
If
I saw him, bop. I'd take his stuff.
Which one did you say you were gonna marry? I'd
marry Freddy Fazbear.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you didn't say Big Chungus because I was gonna.
You could make me pizza.
Oh, I could not be around that thing.
I want to wake up at 6 a.m. to horror.
I think I definitely kill Freddy Fazbear. I'm just really creeped out by Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's fair.
Like,
it's fair.
You know, I put it on here to be funny and roast him, but I think I'd probably marry Dream if the choice is Dream and Big Chungus.
Is it like to marry into money? Or just because it's like not Big Chungus?
Yeah. So we can write like goofy YouTube songs together.
Okay.
About the mask.
Well, I'll do one of mine overlaps.
Okay.
So we'll do that one next.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Friend, marry, get rid of.
I think they're gonna be okay.
Big Chungus.
Oh.
Big Floppa. And Among Us.
Big Chungus is going down. I'm definitely married Big Floppa and friends with Amogus.
Hopefully.
I'm like the only person that would not kill Among Us, probably.
Honestly, I'm probably picking that same group.
I love that. You got me with the Big Floppa. Yeah, so we like know each other, so some of these are like heavily catered to the other one's interests. So this was another thing today. I was trying to come up with some of these last minute, so I was texting like all of our friends being like, what characters does Mancha like? And
I almost did that, and
I surveyed like 4 or 5 people. Yeah.
I almost did. I went down your Twitter and started scrolling down.
That's literally, I did that to you. I looked at your Twitter, I looked at our message history, I looked at like one of your Instagram accounts, and then I messaged like 4 or 5 people, and everybody had like.
I didn't know you were gonna message people. I should have done that.
Yeah, well, the problem is, I feel like everybody I talked to about it was like, Mancha's hard because they're not like ones you would remember. Like, you've mentioned a couple times characters you like, but you're not like, some of our friends, it's like that's all they'll tweet about all the time, so you know like the go-tos of like, oh, it's this character. You have like maybe like 2 things like that I know off the top of my head, and then the rest I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, I feel like there's some obvious ones that if I don't see, I'll be very surprised. I've got some like, there's like one who like I'm just like waiting for. I just know it's coming.
Am I next?
Yeah.
Okay. This is like the Mancha waifu one, at least from what I could gather.
Waifu.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Friend, marry, kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mifa from Breath of the Wild, the fish lady.
Okay.
Persephone. I don't know if specifically from Lore Olympus or in general. There was some confusion among the people surveyed on what that was.
I mean, yes, but like Lore Olympus is my favorite
that's a
one,
good.
She's pretty and pink
Manifestation, and then Madeline from Celeste.
Okay, I didn't.
Yep.
I didn't have any that were this mean. I almost did. I thought about it. I didn't want to go that.
Man.
Okay.
I went mean.
Okay.
I worked hard to get these.
Okay. I'm not happy with this, but I have an answer. I want to be friends with Madeline.
Okay.
Right? She seems chill.
Yeah.
I want to marry Mifa simply because, and I know that, like, I'm pretty sure my Twitter...
I was gonna say your bio has Persephone in it.
Says Persephone. I like my car's named like Persephone. Like
one of our friends said that they were like Mancha loves Persephone to the degree of like naming his car after her, and I was like, oh okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's funny.
I'm in between now. I'm sticking with friends with Madeline because that's easy.
Yeah. I have no...
I don't know!
Yeah, I don't think I have enough of an understanding of these characters.
That's fine. I mean, you don't have to do
yeah,
this one.
I don't... Like this one I don't know.
To bother me.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta be friends with Mifa. I gotta marry Persephone. I think Madeline just gets the short end of the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't have like Persephone fan in my Twitter profile,
and then
my original like thought was like, okay, like I don't think I could like, I think she's too scary, but like I can't have that in my Twitter profile and like say that. So
yeah,
fine, I'll hit you with like the one dastardly one I came up with.
Dastardly.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Big Floppa again. Chester Cheetah.
Oh no.
And Shane Stardew.
That's hard.
There we go. Okay.
I
had one.
I think friend Big Floppa. Because like I love Big Floppa a lot, but maybe not in like a marriage context, and the other two are closer. Don't judge me. I've married Shane in my game like probably like 5 or 10 times. 5 to 10 times. I don't know.
Yeah, but would you do it IRL?
The problem is he's a real guy, and we follow each other on Twitter. If I had to kill Chester Cheetah, no. I think I'm killing Shane Stardew Valley, but also I don't know. He's a
what
real
if he
person.
watches this podcast?
I don't think he will, but also I've seen his Twitter, and I think he'd probably be like, "Yeah, that's fair." I think I'm marrying Chester Cheetah.
I didn't think that this is how this was gonna go. I thought you were gonna.
You had a completely different line.
I thought you were gonna switch Shane and Chester. I figured you were gonna friend Big Floppa.
I guess it's maybe like the day and how I'm feeling, but that's my first answer.
Another day. Okay.
All right. I assume you don't have much of a stake in those.
I mean, I know the characters at least. I do the one that I thought you would do. I friend Big Floppa.
Okay.
I marry Shane. I kill Chester.
Okay.
Chester Cheetah's dangerously cheesy. I can't. I don't want to deal with that.
All right, I got one for you.
Okay.
All right. John Arbuckle, Seymour Skinner, Betty Boop husband guy.
Alec Robbins.
Yeah.
None of these are like people I want to marry.
Yeah, I know. I tried to pick people that are on the same tier.
Okay, kill John Arbuckle because like he needs to be put out of his misery.
He needs to be put out.
I guess I'll be friends with Skinner. Maybe he'll make me like hamburgers.
You're becoming the new Betty Boop, is what I'm hearing.
He loves her. So if we're married, he's gonna love me.
Surely.
And like none of these are a great option. I'm just thinking about like, you know, if those are the dynamics we gotta go with.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I did have another one that's targeted to you.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, did you have a thought on those, by the way?
Oh, I'd probably pick the same thing as you. Yeah, I think I would. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's more conceptual, so just gotta kind of roll with it.
Okay.
Monster Energy.
Okay.
Red Bull.
Mm-hmm.
White Claw.
Ooh, this is hard because I feel like the first two are very central to like my identity and things I talk about a lot. But lately, I've been drinking a lot of Claws. And I kind
I
of
picked
stopped.
that up.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking as much energy drinks lately. I did have a Monster yesterday. It's very hard. I think. Well, it's like if I kill White Claw, it means I never get another one ever, and that would be like bummer. I mean, that'd be bummer for all of them, but like White Claws are like the only thing I can order if I go to like a venue and they only have beer. I'm like,
think of it like Mary's. You have one like every day. Friend is like you have one whenever you go to a restaurant, and then like White Claw is it's not White Claw.
White Claw.
You never have one again.
We're playing Friend, Mary, White Claw. Yeah, I think Friend. You know what? Friend, White Claw, and right now, this is just how I feel in this moment. My answer could change. Actually, no. I was gonna say kill Red Bull, but this is like you, where it's in my bio, so I'd be like betraying it.
Yeah.
All right.
Isn't your picture still the monster one too?
It
is.
Wait, they're both in my. Okay, never mind. I can't.
No, Red Bull isn't in your bio.
It is.
At least not on Twitter. Oh, I'm on Twitter.
I thought it was on both. I'm pretty sure it says Red Bull enthusiast.
Nope. You have a snapback hat collection, and you're not ashamed.
I bonked Twitter. You want to know why? Twitter, I think, has a shorter limit on it.
Yeah, because it's Twitter.
Yeah, it's on my.
Yeah,
Instagram.
It's in your Insta.
Okay, so Monster's like my profile picture on everything, so I say probably marry that, right? And then Friend Red Bull, I guess kill White Claw. I guess I'm going back on my initial thought, but that's the only thing that makes sense.
Talked you into it.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Okay, let's see. What do I got for you? What can I pull out? Peter Griffin, Beetlejuice, Robbie Rotten. All things you've cosplayed.
All things I've cosplayed. All gross men too.
Yeah.
All really like gross dudes.
I tried to group people as closely together as possible.
I mean, I did similar things, but a lot of my leftover ones are like similar franchises.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we kill Peter Griffin because he's a bad husband after like the first 2 seasons. That's easy. So is it who would I? I think I would want to be friends with Robbie Rotten because I feel like I could spend more time around Beetlejuice, but I feel like I get tired of Robbie Rotten, and Robbie Rotten would not encourage me as well to have a healthy lifestyle, which I need. I'm not saying that Beetlejuice would encourage me, but Robbie Rotten would do the opposite.
It's like Robbie's whole thing. Yeah.
Yeah. He'd do the opposite.
So you're going to marry Beetlejuice?
Yeah.
That'd be the same thing I would pick. Okay. Seems to be the go-to move.
Okay. So, next one. Similar vein. We'll jump off. Beetlejuice from the movie. Like Michael Keaton.
Okay.
Beetlejuice from the musical, so Alex Brightman. And Beetlejuice from the cartoon.
I haven't seen much of the cartoon, but from what I've seen, I think I friend that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely marry the musical one because I love that man so much, and also both of us cosplayed based on his outfit. Yeah. And then I guess I'm killing the one in the movie, which is fine. I mean,
he's the grossest one. He's just like easily rude. That was my answer too. So I figured that one was easy.
Yeah.
Because like the cartoon one seems like a funny little guy.
How many of these do we want to do?
I have a couple more. I don't have to do all of my list.
Well, because we can do this multiple times, and we're running close to an hour, and I don't know.
Let's do one more each.
Okay. Well, all right, then I'll
pick your favorite on your list. Let's do like a non-targeted one if you have one.
Yeah, so I have I have non-targeted ones, but there's 2, and they kind of go together.
We can do 2 more if you want.
We do 2 more.
All right. I have 2 more. I'm happy with.
Okay. The dad from Hotel Transylvania.
Okay.
The dad from Dexter's Lab. And the dad from Jimmy Neutron.
Okay.
Are you familiar with all of these dads?
I'm not as familiar with Dexter's Laboratory, but I know the vibes.
Do you know the tweet that gets shared that's like, Saturdays are for dads and dad's car?
Ah, yes.
That's the
and
guy.
Dad's car. I want him to
Yeah.
be my friend, and I want to marry Dracula.
Okay.
Because he's like the least bad dad out of all of them. Hugh Neutron would kill me.
See, I think I'd marry Dracula, kill Dexter's lab dad, and marry and friend Hugh Neutron. It's because he's got like those wooden ducks or whatever he does, and I'm like, ooh, I want in on that.
Dexter's dad is just too cool.
Is too
Saturdays
cool.
are for him and his car.
I love that. Every time I see that, I'm like, ooh, good.
Okay. How well do you know the characters from Hades, Erin?
Hades, the video game?
The game, like the game.
I know him a little bit.
I think you know enough to go with this one.
Yeah.
I tried to pick one. All from Hades: Dionysus, Nyx, and Megara.
Okay, so you picked one. Our friend Brendan cosplays, the one I want to cosplay, and then the one that a couple of our friends have mentioned wanting to be.
I picked two. I picked like Nyx and Dionysus on purpose.
Yeah, definitely married Nyx. That's my top one. Probably friend Dionysus, because it reminds me of my good friend Brendan in real life. And then I'm probably killing what's her name? I know who she is.
Megara.
Yeah.
Ooh, out of the three, I think I have to kill Dionysus.
Okay.
I'm in between on the others, but I think it probably would be. My sanity would be best preserved if I married Nyx and was only friends with Meg.
Okay.
Because she's mean and
That's fair.
like I can handle a kind of mean friend. Like I'm friends with you, but I don't know if I can.
Hey, what does that mean?
Sorry, that was just a setup, just so I could dunk on you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. All right. I see how it is. I see how it is. All right. So you notice the theme of my last one was dads. So you probably have an idea of where this is going.
Okay.
Mrs. Incredible, Lois Griffin, Linda Belcher.
I marry Mrs. Incredible.
Okay.
The rest don't really matter because I get to marry Mrs. Incredible. That being said, hold on. Oh yeah, I kill Lois. That's easy.
Yeah, Linda's awesome.
That's easy. Linda's cool. Linda's really cool. I marry Mrs. Incredible. Like I win. I like everything. That's like just like a win
That's
scenario.
That's everyone's dream. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She's cool.
She is cool. Yeah, I'd probably pick that. Or I'd switch her.
Go do your superhero thing. I'll stay home with the kids. It's fine. It's great. I don't care. You're a superhero. Go do your thing.
Yeah. I was about to be like, oh shit. I was like, wait, they all have kids. It's moms. That's why I picked it. Anyway. Line of thought. You got one more?
Yeah. Okay. Peach, Daisy, and Rosalina from
I almost
Mario.
Asked you that one. I almost.
Oh, did you have that one too?
I didn't put it on the list, but I had the thought, and then I was like, maybe I'll just write some other ones. But that crossed my mind. Well, I cosplayed Rosalina, so obviously Mary. Friend Peach killed Daisy. Sorry.
Same answer.
Right?
Yeah. Same answer.
I think that's probably
right. Just
people with big brains. Real answer. Yeah.
That's the correct answer. I think.
I agree. All right.
Yeah.
So because we're pretty good on time. So now we're gonna do the third thing. So we've decided to do for this podcast, we're gonna do 2 activities every episode that we would decide on together, and then the last one we're gonna take turns alternating who gets to surprise the other person with a segment that they don't know is coming. So today I've prepared the segment that is a surprise for Mancha.
Yeah, I don't know anything about it. We planned the other 2. I'm in the blue here.
Yeah, it's
Is that the color? Is that the right color? I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
I don't know.
I'm out of the blue. I'm out of the blue.
Yeah. So it's real rough in terms of the format.
Okay.
but I'm calling it the Garfield segment. And we're just going to talk about Garfield, and I've assembled some trivia and fun facts.
You didn't let... Yeah!
Because Mancha loves
This
Garfield.
is my... Yeah! Yeah! Let's go!
What can I do? Oh, I'm so ready. All right. So
my segments were... My planned segments are not catered towards, like... things that make Erin happy.
Oh, they don't have to be. I just had
I'm
the
just
thought.
letting you know, like you've given
about
me like a gift, and now I'm gonna have to do some retooling.
Oh yeah. So I'm just gonna ask you, not super structured or anything. I have some trivia, and then I have some stuff that I just found while I was looking up trivia that I thought was interesting.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how much you know. So
see if I can live up to like my self-held standards. I'm no like Quentin reviews or anything, but I love Garfield.
Yeah, you're not a
working up to it.
We need to see if you're a fake fan or not. So, for some of them are kind of easy, some of them are not.
So start with the easy one, so I can feel good about myself.
Okay. What is the name of Garfield's teddy bear?
Oh, it's Pookie.
Yeah, it's Pookie.
I love Pookie. Pookie's a real one.
Pookie's a real one. I also, some of them, if you don't get it, I have like options.
Like multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is John's job in Garfield?
So, like, they mention it early on, and then they kind of drop it forever, and they never talk about it. But he, like, the first strip, he's like, oh, I'm a cartoonist, and this is my cat Garfield. And Garfield's like, I'm a cat.
Yep. There you go. You got it. Going good so far. All right. True or false? Garfield is named after President James A. Garfield.
I know the answer to this. I don't remember. I think that's false, but I could be wrong. So,
this one's a bit of a trick question. It's named after Jim Davis's grandfather, who is named after the president. So, there was no winning on that one. I figured we were keeping score, but I thought
that's okay. I mean, you were implying like President James Garfield, right? So like,
yeah,
right. I knew he was. I was pretty sure he wasn't named after the president. I knew that there was some other link.
I'm counting that as a win for you.
I'm counting the point, even if you don't. Right? I feel good about that one.
Definitely. What's the name of John's love interest?
Oh, like it's Liz.
Yep. There you go. Who's Garfield's love interest?
Arlene.
Yep. It's Arlene. Other acceptable answer, in the cartoon series, they named her Penelope for some reason, I guess.
That's like...
But it's the same character?
That's one of them. It's not the most recent cartoon.
Yeah.
In the 3D one, it's still Arlene. I know, like, they cut her out of... I think it's Garfield and Friends that they cut her out of. I haven't seen all of that. I need to get back into watching Garf Gab.
Yeah. So, who voiced Garfield in the 2004 film Garfield the Movie? Yep, yeah, I didn't even get out of it. Bill Murray. Yeah. I was reading about that, and I was like, ooh, this movie was a...
I think they tricked him into doing it, too.
I read.
I thought I read
it's the wrong like Coen brothers or something. Was like he thought it was gonna be like someone else directing it than who it actually was. Yeah,
that's right. Because I knew it wasn't like he wasn't totally on board how they got Bill Murray.
Yeah. He there was something in the Wikipedia page where he was like, I was so confused why it was so bad, and then they told me it wasn't the people I thought it was, and I was like, oh.
But he already signed the contract, so.
Yeah. What is the name of the 2006 sequel to that movie?
A Tale of Two Kitties.
Yeah, you're doing good. You're doing great.
I'm winning.
You know, I'm realizing a lot of these aren't even that hard. But okay, so this one you can kind of guess. What score does Garfield the movie, the first one, have on Rotten Tomatoes? You want to take a guess?
Yeah. Okay. I've got no clue. I'm gonna guess. It can't be good. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give it a 2.6.
Oh, it's percentages, I think, on Rotten Tomatoes.
Then 26.
Okay, 26. So you're kind of in the right neighborhood. The Rotten Tomatoes score is 15%. But the audience
I said I was giving it generous.
The audience score is 37, and that's kind of in the middle of those. So
I averaged it, I guess.
I think you averaged it.
I'll take that.
The second one,
I literally am in between those because it's 11.
Yeah, it's literally between those. The second one has a 12%, and the audience score is 43.
Oh yeah, the second one's awful.
Yeah, the audience score is a little higher on that one. I don't know why, but the second one, yeah, it's pretty bad.
I think it was a joke for a while. It's not a good movie. It's just like I don't know why they decided to do the Prince and the Pauper, or I don't know if it's a Prince and the Pauper, or if it's I think it's a Prince and the Pauper parody.
It's just
I don't remember. I've seen it once. I've seen the other one several times.
I remember seeing it when I was like super young, but I don't remember it.
It's bad. It's the live action Garfield movies.
Yeah. The first one made $200 million and had a budget of $50 million. Imagine spending $50 million on Garfield, the movie.
Garfield makes so much money. Like
I know.
That's like why he exists. Is because like Jim Davis was like, I'm gonna like make a character that's gonna sell well, because his character, his like comics beforehand weren't doing well, but they didn't have like likable characters, like because he did like Normanette like before, like which is like okay, it's gonna be really hard to get like that off the ground. But when I create this character Garfield's like a very relatable character in terms of like I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want.
He likes food and laying around. Very relatable.
I like food and laying around. I also hate Mondays, and I also love lasagna.
There you go.
I'm surprised Garfield wasn't on the lists in the last game. I was kind of waiting for it.
That was because I put John Arbuckle, and I was like, I don't want to put Garfield on in case Mancha goes on like a tangent about Garfield, because I'm like, we could save that. Have you seen the first Zombieland movie?
Yeah, it's been a long time though.
When Bill Murray's in it and he plays himself, and when he gets shot, they ask him if he has any regrets, and he goes like, "Well, maybe Garfield." Yeah.
I've seen that movie like only once. I think I need to see it again. I remember that though.
This is an easy one. Who is the new voice of Garfield that's been announced?
Oh yeah, in the upcoming one.
The upcoming one. It's our boy.
I'm not happy. I'm so mad.
Chris Pratt. Yes, Garfield and Mario. He gets to be everything.
Why can't I be Garfield and Mario?
So this one I didn't know. What is Garfield's least favorite food? Do you need the choices?
Yes. Give me the choices.
Brussels sprouts, raisins, eel.
Brussels sprouts.
It's raisins. I don't know why
I was gonna guess Brussels sprouts. That can't be like I don't think that's a common thread in the comics.
It's not, but it was like weird. It was showed up. I did like a couple of trivia games and pulled from them, and a couple of them had the raisins thing. And apparently, it's because like Jim Davis hates raisins or something, so he wrote it in a couple times.
A lot of people hate raisins. I like raisins. I like raisin cookies. I would prefer a chocolate chip cookie, but I like raisin cookies.
I don't like raisins, but I don't encounter them enough to be like mad about it. You know what I mean? Like there's some.
I just don't like being tricked.
Yeah. No, totally. What state does Garfield live in?
Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana.
Which is like because Muncie. Yeah, that's where like Paws Inc. I think.
So I have some more trivia and stuff, but this is the last like question I had.
Okay.
I thought I had harder stuff in this, but I did not.
I'm just crazy.
What is Garfield's name in Sweden?
I don't know.
You want choices?
Garfield.
Here's your choices. Garman, Gustav, and Gottfried.
Gustav.
It's Gustav.
Yeah. That sounded familiar.
That came up with some trivia things. I was like, oh, interesting. They changed his name. Okay. All right. So while I was looking this up, I saw some fun things that I didn't know if you were aware of. When they were making Garfield merchandise, they were trying to make Garfield plushies that had like Velcro hands so they could like stick to curtains and stuff. But there was some kind of mistake and they put suction hands on him. And then
I didn't know that was a mistake.
Well, what happened was that the prototype came back and had suction hands and it was a mistake. And then Jim Davis was like, let's just do it. So then it became like a huge phenomenon where people had these like stuck on Garfields on their windows. And I was reading an article about how people were getting like arrested because they were breaking into people's cars.
Yeah, they were stealing them. Like, I've heard that. I didn't know it was a mistake. That's cool. I didn't know.
It started with a mistake apparently, and then he was like, "Yeah, let's do it."
Yeah, I've heard about the carjackings for Garfield toys, which is absurd.
Yeah, it's so weird. I was like, this is interesting. Oh, I was wondering because this came up. So, preface before this, I was on a date, and like the whole date, I was just like, "What's a good question to ask about Garfield?" And this poor guy just had to like sit through that. That was all we talked about. And one of the things was he was like, "Oh, ask about like if you stack 2 lasagnas, do you have 2 lasagnas or 1?" And I was like, "That's a Mancha thing. Mancha's
That's an entirely different discussion.
That's like a whole thing for you.
And that's a hard one, okay? So this is gonna come up in later episodes when I end up doing a segment on it.
Yeah.
I like talking about the classifications for food, and I'm very opinionated on it. Are 2 lasagnas 1 lasagna?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm kind of the opinion that just because you like do something doesn't necessarily make that like to transform the food experience, right?
Yeah.
So like like I can take a piece of pizza and fold it over, and like you can try to tell me that that's a sandwich, but it's not. It's not, even though it like technically follows the rules, right? Like no, it's still a piece of pizza. You've just like changed it a little bit. It was made with the intent to be a pizza. Now like. If like during the baking process you got like a really really tall pan and like made 2 lasagnas worth and made like a double decker lasagna, then that would be its own thing. But if you take a slice of lasagna and you put it on top of another slice of lasagna, that's just 2 slices of lasagna, my dude.
My thought also is like sometimes if you cook something that's got like cheese on the top, like depending on how you cook it, it might be kind of like hard a little bit on the top. So I feel like that's like it's very clear that you didn't intend that if you're like stacking something on top of that. Yeah, like has kind of like a surface that's solid. Yeah.
Like lasagnas are very specifically layered because like my mom makes them for Christmas and for New Year's, and then I ask for one for my birthday. So usually she'll make them twice a year. Because she'll make the 2 Christmas ones at once. And it's like I don't remember the order, but it's like like a layer of noodles, then a layer of one ingredient, then more noodles, then like a different ingredient or whatever. And sometimes it's very specific is how I remember it. I think there's multiple ingredients. The point is there's like an order, and I think that you mess up the order if you stack 2 lasagnas on top of each other, because I'm pretty sure that like I don't know where the cheese goes. Either way, the top doesn't have ricotta cheese on it, I don't think. Or I'm just making things up. I don't remember.
I don't cook. I don't know.
You can tell it's been 4 months since I've had a lasagna.
Yeah. Gotta get on that. Gotta make Garfield proud.
Yeah. I'll go to the Aldi's and buy a lasagna.
Yeah.
And make it in my oven.
So I was also looking up like trivia, and there were like 2 Guinness World Records for Garfield, and one of them was like most syndicated comic strip. And then there was another one that like at the time, I think in like 2015 or something, Garfield had the title for most high fives given by a mascot in 1 minute. And it was like 194 or something, like a mascot suit of Garfield, I guess. But I think it got overtaken from what I'm reading by like a different cat mascot in like Japan or something. But I thought that was a fun little.
That's weird. That's interesting. I haven't heard of that. The other one's obvious. Like, of course he's the most syndicated.
Yeah.
That's weird. I'm wondering. I imagine you'd have to like line up people and just have them ready to go, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess you gotta do that like really fast. Like you're doing like multiple a second.
What I assume is like you have your hand out and you have them all slapping your hand.
Oh yeah, like where they run with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, they're probably doing something like that.
That's my guess.
Yeah, I also was like looking around, and the Garfield social media is kind of interesting. I don't know if you follow any of it.
I definitely have to.
The Garfield Twitter posts some very silly things. One day ago, the Garfield Twitter posted a Protect Attack snack meme. You know those like the he doesn't.
Yeah,
Protect. Yeah.
I pulled it open now.
I'm like, oh man.
I've seen a lot of these. I
3 days ago, on Sundays, the catnip just hits different. Is what Garfield tweeted.
I love because some of it's like funny, like Gen Z humor. Because
yeah,
like a couple days ago, it's like today is a day.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Like
too.
That's great. But then there's like a couple days before that is like work is a 4-letter word with like a tired looking. That's boomer humor.
Yep,
like,
I just
in the
like
in the same in like a 4-day span of tweets.
It's like all over the place. I'm not sure what they're like going for. The one
and
below
then, like,
that
right
just
after
says
that they have
all recipe. There's
they
one
have a
that
joke
just
about
says
like the Garfield speak to me.
Yeah,
brunch.
Just says brunch. One says weekend is open. Need plans. They posted that weird deflated Garfield. Spaghetti is also good. But yeah, there's it's very interesting.
It's not the official Garfield page, but I really like there's a Twitter account called Garfield Fan Art.
Oh yeah.
That it has the same profile picture and name, so it like looks like official Garfield tweets. And it's great because it's just, I'm afraid that I've been canceled.
I found an Instagram account that was just somebody and they're like really weird Garfield plushies, and some of them were like altered to like have stuff on them and they were like creepy looking. It was weird.
Yeah, Quentin Reviews is a lot of like changed cool like different Garfields. I know that.
That's cool.
I love Garfield.
Dude, I love Garfield as well.
Get better. I need to get more Garfield merchandise because I have like solidly none at the moment. I think I have like some of the books, but that's it. And that's
I had like 2 books. I think
it's frankly like a shame.
Yeah,
I had a couple, but like they were like from my dad and like from my like dad as a kid, and I think my cousins got more of the set than we did, which I am sad about. Because I have like book 2, book 3, and book 4. Yeah. I'm like book 10 or whatever. And 10 I know I got at like a Scholastic Book Fair.
I remember those. I had I Spy Spooky Mansion from one of those, and that game terrified me. I had a babysitter that came over and had to like console me because I would be like in tears. Because that's like a creepy narrator. Have you played it?
No.
It's like,
yeah, I loved that game.
I like it, but I was so afraid of it. Yeah.
I loved I Spy Spooky Mansion. That game was so fun.
It was a good game, and like I can appreciate it for what it was. I was terrified of it because there's this narrator that kind of talks to you and it's a little creepy. And when you enter a room, it'll say like a little like line about it. And then there's certain stuff like there's an attic that's all dark, and when you flash lights on stuff, they like do things, and it was like very scary.
I still remember like a couple of those levels like very vivid. Like I remember like the one like the library where the I Spy was like with the taxidermied bugs, and I really liked that one. And I really liked going into the like the end of the game level where you go in like the secret lab and you like make the ghosts like with the machine.
Yep.
I'm gonna see if I can find this now.
That game still kind of like gives me the creeps a little bit. I was so afraid of it.
I want to play it now.
I remember I had a babysitter and like she would sit with me while I'd play it. And one time she was like, "All right, I'm gonna get up and go to the bathroom," and I was like, "No, you can't get up. Like I have to leave the room. I can't be alone with this thing."
This game was classic. I had another I Spy game too, but like this one's the one. I
didn't have any others. I don't think my parents were going to take another chance on giving me another one of those after I was so afraid of it. I mean, the other ones obviously wouldn't have been like scary, but I had a lot of I Spy books.
It was I Spy School Days.
Ooh. I had one that was
like a good vibes one.
Yeah, I had one that had a lot of like little fantasy like figurine scenery things set up that were like photographs. I don't know. They had cool stuff.
Was it I Spy Fantasy?
I think it was that one.
Sorry, I'm on the Walter Wick wiki right now.
Yeah, it was definitely that. Yeah. No, those things were cool.
Looks cool.
Yeah. I was just playing Roller Coaster Tycoon the other day. Speaking of like old games, and I was playing
I think
Zoo
I
Tycoon.
have that.
Yeah,
I
Roller
had
Coaster
Zoo
Tycoon is
Tycoon.
on Steam.
I
And
think I have it on Epic because I got it for free.
Okay, yeah. There's two
From one of
versions
their
on
free games.
Steam, and one of them just says Roller Coaster Tycoon Classic, and it's like $20. And then there's another one that says like Deluxe or something, and it's the same thing with more stuff, and it's $5. So I don't know like what was going on, and all the like comments on the one Steam page was like, "Don't buy this, buy the other one," and the other one's in like a bundle that has like all the other ones with it for even like less than what the other thing cost. Anyway, I thought that was interesting.
My favorite like thing I played as a little kid that I have now still are the Pajama Sam games.
Oh, I've never played those. I know a lot of people really love them, but I've never played them.
They're all on Steam now, so like that's why I still have them. I remember liking them a lot.
Did you see? I think Club Penguin Rewritten got like DMCA'd or something today.
That's really sucks. That like. I respect like the Toontown, I want to talk about Toontown. I respect the Club Penguin like rewritten like vibe. I appreciate them, but I never played Club Penguin, so like
I played it for a long time, and then I played Rewritten like a year or two ago, just because I realized it was a thing, and I was having a good time, but. No more.
Yeah, the thing that worries me is like I hope that they don't DMCA Toontown rewritten.
So I want
like that. I still play.
Yeah, I've never played that, and I always wanted to. So like I should probably do that.
I'll play it literally any day.
Dude, let's like, can we like stream it or something?
Yes, people do it all the time. When are we streaming it? We'll figure out.
I will totally stream with you. I want to stream more stuff.
I love that game. I'd totally make a new character. I could use my strong one. I don't care. I
always wanted to play it. I remember watching the commercials and stuff when I was a kid, being like, "That looks so cool," but I never got it because like I knew it had like microtransactions probably or something. Or a subscription?
It was a subscription.
That's why my parents didn't let me play anything that had a subscription, so I was like...
My parents allowed me one game with a subscription. So I had Toontown, and then later I dropped Toontown and I had a Roblox Builders Club subscription. And then I'm like, will you buy me this Minecraft game? And they're like, we won't pay for Roblox anymore if we buy you this game. And I'm like, that sounds fair.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got in on the ground floor of Minecraft.
The ground floor of Minecraft.
Okay.
All right.
I think that we're about out of time for the night.
Yeah, I think so too.
So let's go ahead and wrap up. First of all, thank you for watching. Make sure, like, first and foremost, please like, subscribe, throw us a comment down there if you're on YouTube currently.
Yeah, and you can follow the podcast on Twitter and Instagram at appetizercast. And you can follow either of us at Erin MacDaddy and Moth Mancha. And those should be our handles on like pretty much everything.
Yeah, anything that we like care about and exist on, those three for either the podcast or for both of us, you'll find. That being said, thank you for tuning in, and be sure to tip your waitresses. We'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.